those today with us, but today we do have the table topics, which is going to be the impromptu and the timer who's going to keep us in check that we do not exceed our time. Here is a glimpse. In this picture, you can see that it's not just about giving speeches. Our meetings are full of fun. We have team meetings, we have celebrations, and the learning is made very much a fun. Now, how do you organize your speeches? What is the process? How do we know which speech do we have to give and how do we decide and prepare for that? So for that, we have Pathways, which is an educational program where each member receives one free path in the beginning. And you have 11 paths. Based on that, you prepare your speeches and you complete your levels. Now, don't get overwhelmed by this because this is just a glimpse of how Pathways looks. I'm showing you this for just you to get an idea on how structured and organized it is and how easy and clear it gets for the members to choose their path and their projects from that. Here you can see that each path will have different levels, like we have 5 levels, and each level will have different projects you can choose from. When I mentioned evaluation, how is that done? So the evaluation process is quite simple. Here you will see a preview of how the evaluation form looked like, and you're evaluated on the skills, which are your vocal variety, your body gestures, your eye contact, your comfort level while you deliver your speeches. And each of these things are quite, the outline criteria is quite clear, and the correspondent is done, like the rating is done through the number, as you can see, from 1 to 5. And if you have achieved number 3, that means you have done what you're supposed to do and you've done it well. You have met the criteria. So it's not really a very big, we also have a comment section there. There's a space for the evaluator to put on their personal comments for the speakers, so that they know exactly which areas they need to work on for their future speeches. The evaluators, these evaluations are a great tool to learn and areas you need to improve, which is going to make you more comfortable keeping a track of your growth and how you have progressed through each levels. The learning doesn't stop just at the club. Like, it's not like you're going to give your speeches in the club and that's it. There is much more you can learn from the Toastmasters magazine that we get on a monthly basis. We have speech contests where we compete with other club members. We have international conventions. We have district conferences. And there is, on the website, there are plenty of resources which you can avail through videos, through printouts. There's so much there. Now, break the barrier, but not your budget. Compared to other conferences or seminars, if you are in a corporate and you must have attended those, you would know that Toastmasters is quite affordable compared to the seminars or the workshops we have, even as educators. So this is the most cost-effective way to learn. And for a new member, the fee is $20 US dollars, which is converted to KDs, it's going to be somewhere around 6 KD. And you pay $45 US dollars, which comes around 13 or 14 KD, which is for 6 months. And the total amount for, like, our club also charges an extra 2 KD. So on 22 KD, you get a membership for 6 months, and there's a lot of learning through that. If you are willing and ready to join, who do you contact? So you can speak to the Vice President membership, who is Toastmaster Faiza Thakur, and you can also leave in your comments. We will give you an application form which you can fill and send it back to us, and the process starts through there. For the ones who want to know more, this is a perfect opportunity that we have. We'll be starting from the 9th of November. We have a speech craft, which gives you an idea and a taste of Toastmasters. And this is going to help you grow as well. This is going to be twice a week for 1.5 hours and for six sessions, which is going to last for 3 weeks. Anyone who's interested, this is the information here below. You can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook as SIMS Toastmasters Kuwait, and reach out on these numbers. I will leave these in the chat box as well. So anybody who's interested can definitely get in touch with us. Thank you so much for giving me your time and patiently listening to all that I had to tell you. I really want to welcome each and all the guests that we have today. So I'm going to quickly just call out your name. I just want you to introduce yourself and tell us how you got to know about today's open house. Starting with Aparna, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, good morning. My name is Aparna, and I've already attended the sessions before. Again, this is the third session, and I got it to know through Sakina, Miss Sakina Tinwala. She,
Okay,
she,
great.
yeah. So she told today regarding today's session. So I thought it's regarding maths. Why not give it a try? So I can also teach my son in future.
Definitely. This is for you guys to get help from and learn something and take with you. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
next we have Izzat. Izzat Manha. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, this is Izzet's mother with her. My name is Shabna. I want to ask you,
Okay.
this is for the kids or for us?
This is for the parents and teachers or educators.
Not for the kids.
Once you've attended this workshop, I'm sure you will be able to help your kids.
Amen.
We're just enlightening the parents with this.
Okay, yeah. Even the math session is for the parents, not for the kids.
Yes, it's for the parents.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right. I hope you really benefit from this workshop. It's going to be a good one. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on to our next guest, Nasreen Ali. Do you want to unmute yourself? Maybe she's not there. Hina Parker. Hina, do you want to unmute yourself?
It's okay. I'll be on mute. Thank you so much.
All right, welcome to the meeting.
Thank you
We
so much.
have Sidra Ihab. Sidra, do you want to introduce yourself? Okay, maybe not. We have Sanjay. Sanjay, do you want to introduce yourself? Hi, Zohair. I can see you raising your hand. Do you want to say good morning?
Say good morning. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Hi, dear. Do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Ruxana. I'm attending this session first time. I don't know about this.
Stay with us till the end. I'm sure you're going to benefit from this.
Inshallah. Yes.
Okay. Uh, we have Sheikh Ibrahim. We also have our CGD with us, Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah. Sir, we welcome you and so glad that you could join us today.
Thank you so much, Madam President, Toastmaster Farisa, and good morning to one and all.
Okay, let's start with this.
No, continue, sister. I'll address everyone later on. Go ahead.
No, please go ahead. We would like to hear from you.
Okay, great. Once again, good morning, everyone. Well, let me first recognize the presence of Area 30 Director, Toastmaster Emirates, and past area director as well, Toastmaster DTM, I think, Alan Paul. Yes, DTM Alan Paul, and of course, Madam President, Toastmaster Farisa, and all of the SIMS members and guests. Good morning to one and all.
Good morning.
It's a great opportunity to be here among new faces to Toastmasters, and of course, new faces to me, because this is my first time to be honored to be among SIMS Toastmaster Club. And of course, for those guests who would want to know who am I, I'm the one who is not having the virtual background as SIMS. So not a member of the club itself, but I'm honored to be here. I'm always supporting all of the clubs and all of the members around. I really enjoyed Toastmaster Farisa's presentation. I know she just told you what Toastmaster in a nutshell and very quickly tried to explain the idea. But trust me, Toastmaster, if you really want to know more, you have to come here and experience it and maybe visit the club. And it's a great opportunity that also Madam President Toastmaster Farisa is offering this Speechcraft, this magical program where it would just give you this experiential learning for you to get even more feel of what Toastmaster is all about. That's exactly what Speechcraft is designed for. So thank you so much for joining here. I know maybe it's a bit, maybe some of you are a little bit confused or a little bit not clear what the whole idea is, but trust me, if you just stay longer and just believe in whatever we tell you here, you would be able to discover things within yourself that you were not aware of. That's exactly what Toastmasters is about. Toastmasters is the journey of self-discovery. We keep on discovering something new in us every day during our interactions with Toastmasters. And most of you, I'm sure, would be joining here just to enhance their public speaking. I can tell you one thing as well. When you join Toastmaster, you can also speak. It's 80% leadership and maybe 20% public speaking or communication, as we can call it. So don't get surprised. You are in the right place. Thank you so much for being brave to join us here. Some of you might not want to share their comments here. I can tell you when I first also joined Toastmaster, I was hesitant to speak. But now I'm just looking around for the timer or for someone to tell me, please, Khalid, stop and hand back the control to the president. So this is the transformation as well that Toastmasters take you through. I'm honored to be here among you. I won't take longer than this, but we are all around here helping you to discover yourself, and that's the right place to start a new journey for yourself. Thank you so much for being here, and over to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much for those inspirational words. That was definitely what we wanted to hear for all the members who are here. This is so inspiring for us. Thank you so much. We have many more guests with us today. Moving on with Tanveer. Are you a guest? Do you want to unmute yourself?
Yeah, good morning, ma'am. My name is Tanveer.
Yes.
Could you hear me?
Yes, very clearly.
I came to know this from one of my cousin, Faria. I think she's the president of Toastmasters, if I'm not wrong.
No, you're not. Just a past president. She's the chartered president of SIMS. So definitely the right person got in touch with you.
So she wanted me to join this. So this is the first time I'm joining. And I just wanted to know what Toastmaster is all about. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much. Do stay till the end. So you're going to get many more information about us. There are many more guests that I want to address, but because we're running out of time right now, please stay with us till the end. So I will get back to each and every guest till at the end. Thank you so much for joining us once again. And with this, let me call our master of ceremony today, who is, like I just said, was the past president. She's the president who chartered SIMS Club, and very hardworking, and also my mentor. I don't want to take up a lot. When she starts speaking, I'm sure you will find out how amazing person that she is. So let's put our hands together and welcome the master of ceremony, Toastmaster Faria Fatima.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Farisa, for that lovely introduction. So without much further ado, I'd like to welcome all Toastmasters and guests here today. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. W.B. Yeats. We at Toastmasters are always striving to find out ways to better ourselves. Not only better ourselves as speakers, but also to develop and enhance ourselves in all possible ways. Today is just that attempt. Today we are arranged a very special workshop for all educators and parents. Even if you're not a parent right now, someday you will be. So basically it's for all of us. This is not actually a regular Toastmasters meeting, as usually we have 3 segments with prepared speeches, table topics, which is impromptu speaking, and finally the evaluation segment. But today we are just having the workshop followed by a table topic session. In order to keep the meeting in check, let me introduce you all to the timer for the day, and that is Toastmaster Rilwan. Toastmaster Rilwan, can you please come and introduce yourself?
Yes. Good morning to all. This is Mohammed Rilwan, member of SIMS Club. So I'll be the timer for the today's meeting. So I'll explain my role. For the today's workshop, we have allocated time limit of 1 hour. So 60 minutes. So I'll be at the 60 minute, I'll be raising my background to green color. So it will be showing up like this. And with a 10-minute grace period. So at 12:55, sorry, 1 hour and 5 minutes, I'll be my screen will be changing to yellow, and 1 hour and 10 minutes I'll be showing the red. So the trainer is supposed to stop at 1 hour and 10 minutes. For the table topic sessions, our allocated time limits will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the time screen will be green. 1.5, it will be yellow, and at 2 minutes, it will be red. 30 seconds grace period will be given for the table topics as well. TMOD, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rilwan. Let me introduce you all to our keynote speakers today who have joined us all the way from India. The quote by Yeats that I quoted in the beginning is the opening quote of the website of Swatantra Taaleem, the co-founders of which are our special keynote speakers. Swatantra Taaleem is a non-profit, non-government organization that was formed to create learning spaces for children. The organization helps develop innovative educational methods and material to ignite the innate curiosity in children. This organization was founded by Riddhi and Rahul Agarwal when they saw how the children in their village were missing out on education due to the backward and uninformed thinking of their parents. Riddhi is a postgraduate in Education and Commerce from TISS, Mumbai and Delhi School of Economics, and has worked in corporates. But ultimately, her passion to work with children pulled her into the world of education, and she started going to villages in order to spread knowledge and devised engagement tools which co-created a learning environment for the joyful experience of the kids. Rahul is a qualified chartered accountant and holds a bachelor's degree from SRCC, Delhi University. His deepest passion is to make a difference in society. He constantly looks for effective solutions which would be implemented on the ground with minimal cost and is relevant for the target population. The idea behind this particular workshop came when Riddhi and Rahul observed that many of their students were dropping out maths as their subject as soon as they got a chance. And thus, they researched and came up with this, wherein they tried to make maths more interesting and easier that could help change the perception that maths is something to be dreaded. So without any further delay, please help me welcome the dynamic duo to the screen, Riddhi and Rahul Agarwal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Faria.
And everyone, actually, thank you so much for joining and inviting us for a lovely afternoon for us. It is a pleasure to be in the Toastmasters and speaking something about mathematics today. We both are deeply passionate about education and particularly rural education. And that's why we thought of sharing some of our insights, and we'll be open to hear your thoughts also during. So it will be an interactive session where there'll be some kind of interactive activities that we will do and try to gauge where is the thinking lies, where is the problem lies, and how can we work on it.
So the more you all will interact, the more the session would be more interesting, and we will learn more out of it, because our activities and our discussions, it's more discussion led rather than just we speaking about it, because we have also learned through our own experiences, and so we would want everybody to learn through their own experiences through the workshop.
Okay, so shall we start?
Yeah.
So
if you just share
share the screen.
You have the option to share the screen?
Yeah, I've got it. But... Just a second.
Would you like me to share the screen?
Just 1 second.
Just a second. Yeah. So can you share? Can you see the screen presentation?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
Yes, yes,
so yeah. So the today's topic is mathematical mindset. It's basically we are exploring two things today in the session. Is one is mathematics, and secondly is the mindset around mathematics. Okay, so there is always a thinking which goes behind when we do or deal with mathematics. So before starting with it,
we would like to ask some questions, and we would like you all to unmute and give us the responses.
yeah.
So the first question is,
Yeah, so the first question is, how many of you think that you are not a maths person? Okay, raise your hand, or you can speak up also. You can unmute. Yeah.
okay, so I can see many hands.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
If
So,
you please, what is
the
the
next-
meaning of math person?
Yeah, so basically somebody who thinks that, okay, I can't do mathematics. I can't deal with this subject. That's a math. That's not a maths person.
Okay, I know math.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. How many of you think that one needs to be intelligent to be good at mathematics?
Not much, just practice.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. So let's move to the next question. How many of you think that one need? Sorry. How many of you think that people are afraid of making mistakes in mathematics?
Yes.
Too many.
Okay.
One small mistake and you can go somewhere else.
Yeah. So the word important is mistakes. Okay, and you are really scared of actually. So how many of you think that you are really scared of making a mistake?
That's why we aren't Toastmasters.
Exactly. So so we want to share some research findings that has happened in the western part of the world, and it suggests that there are two kinds of mindset that prevails actually. One kind of mindset is a fixed mindset on the left hand side of the screen, where not too much of glowing is happening, and the other part is a growth mindset, which is like a lot of glow, reddish, and a lot of this energy bubbling into the brains. And this is a inside part of the brain, and it's the research says that when you believe that you can do it, your brains glow more. So when you believe inside you that yes, you can do it, you go with that mindset, then your brains actually energized with a lot of energy.
So we have synapses in our brain which spark when we say that yes, we can do it. And if we believe that no, we will not be able to do it, we might, this is not my thing. When we say such words to ourselves, we don't believe, then those synapses don't happen and we don't learn much. So the learning happens when we ourselves believe in ourselves. So I think that's the motto of the Toastmasters Club also. So we are at the right place talking about this thing. Another part of the research which says that if we make a mistake, then more synapses happen, more sparks happen. So mistakes actually help us in learning rather than not making mistakes. So as we ask the question that in maths, when you say you make a mistake, it's usually in a classroom, it is dreaded. Teachers will also cut your marks, so children have a fear of all those things. But invariably, if we make mistakes, people who make more mistakes learn more than people who make less mistakes. That is how things happen. So to move on, everyone is a maths person and there's nothing like maths brains. That is what research by a Stanford professor, Carol Dweck and Joe Boller has proved. And there are research findings. They have done research on students and adults that there is nothing called a maths brain. Everybody can be very good at maths, but what does that very good or what maths means is not one need to understand.
So what do you think where the problem lies? Joe Boller and Carol Dweck is saying that everyone is a maths person, but you yourself have said that I'm not a maths person. So where is the problem? Can you elaborate? Somebody can say and unmute their mic and say that.
Can I participate?
Yes, please.
I believe that the person himself, he has the mentality of being not able to be good at math. I guess it's depending on the person himself or herself. Because actually math is always, I don't know, it's like a scary ghost for all of us. Even for my kids, all my kids are afraid of math. I don't know why. I feel that it helps the kids especially, or even the adults, to have an active mind and for kids to be improving more and fast. So I guess it's always depending on the person himself. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else want to share?
I think so. It's a confidence
I'd like
what
to
we
say
have
something.
in us.
Can I say something?
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Actually, I believe you are right. When it comes to learning, it is a sort of a happiness situation when you learn, when you are able to achieve things, or when you're able to pass those milestones. So there is a definite happiness factor that you yourself are feeling. But besides that, when it comes to maths, I somehow snooze. It's an automatic thing. I mean, sure, when it comes to simple things here and there, I can do them. But if you have elaborate conversations with my husband regarding his work and accounts and percentages, I sleep. I don't think I can carry conversations like that. So it could be a combination of personality and perhaps a little bit of the brains, but I'm not as logical or analytical, actually. Analytical is the word.
Let us see that how can we change it today, probably.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So to show, to just experience that, let's, if all of you can arrange for a paper, a A4 sheet paper, or any paper which is of similar length, or a magazine paper would also do. If you all have a A4 sheet of paper or a magazine paper, we would like to do an activity. So please, if you all can arrange a paper and show that you all have a paper.
You have to tear it off. It cannot be in the notebook. You'd have to have a single piece of paper. Somewhere you have to tear it off from the notebook. And make sure probably that's not too much wind blowing.
Okay, so I think many of us have it. So what you all have to do is take this sheet of paper and try making a tower which is like Qutub Minar or Burj Khalifa or the height of any of such buildings. Try making this paper into a tower which stands on its own. It should not take any support, and it should be as tall as possible. Only with this sheet of paper and using nothing else. Only your two hands and a sheet of paper. Okay, I can see some towers getting made. Oh, so somebody's tower is standing. Very good.
Alan, good job. But Alan, it has to be very tall and it has to independently stand.
Oh, Faria is also standing.
Faria's tower is not that tall.
Oh, Faria, good effort.
Can I use scissors and a scale and things like that?
You can only use your hands. Only your hands and a sheet of paper.
Hands and a piece of paper. That's it. And it has to independently stand without any support.
Without any support, and it should be as tall as possible.
Okay.
Okay, Sakina, good. It's standing. Your effort is very good. But can you try making it a little taller?
Excellent. We want to see more. Madhuri ji.
You should not hold it. It should stand on its own.
Okay, can you see now it is more taller? I have put something in the base.
Your sheet should be taller. If you put something on the base, then we will measure it from the base.
I'm done, by the way. This is my tower.
Lovely, lovely, Khalid sir. But can it become more tall than this?
Well, this is the tallest the paper can go.
Okay. So is there anything that you can do apart from that? Is anyone can think of any new idea?
Anything which we can try so that it goes beyond the paper? Because we have to make it tall enough.
With the same sheet.
Yeah, the same sheet.
You have only one sheet and your hand.
We can tear. We can tear the page and keep it up one above the other.
You can do anything.
Yeah.
Only with your hands, just.
We have not restricted anything.
We have not restricted you.
Okay, we can tear the pages.
I think I have it. I am using my paper and my hands to make that tower on the top.
No.
I can see Mohammad Rilwan G's paper getting taller.
Yeah.
Is it standing on its own? Or you're holding it?
No, it's standing.
Standing, and it is the length is more than the sheet of paper.
Height.
The height is.
Yeah. It is. It's.
How did you do it?
Can you share? How did you do it?
Actually, I scrolled the paper on what do you call on the diagonal.
Okay.
Okay.
Then folded the below part so it stands on itself.
So is it taller than the original A4 paper? Is it taller than the original A4?
Yes. If you roll it diagonal in like what do you call it? It's not in the 90 degrees. Something like.
Yeah, I got it.
Like taking a cone. You made a cone kind of a structure, and then you folded it from below. Okay. So it's a little bit taller than the original paper. But can somebody think of something which is taller than that also?
Siddhesh?
Who's speaking?
Who's speaking? Can you please?
Pradnya.
Okay.
Let me just find you.
Can't see. Yeah. Is it standing on its own?
Yeah,
you don't hold it. Make it
No.
stand on its own. I can see Mr. Amrit's paper standing. Oh, it just fell while we were seeing it. Can you
Not
make it
anymore.
stand again?
Amrit, great job, great job.
Great effort. And I think your paper is almost 1.5 times.
How did you do it, Amrit?
Switch off the fan.
Switch off the fan.
Amrit, switch off the fan. Yeah, that's what I said initially. Switch off the fans.
So I actually folded it, made a platform first, then took another piece and I actually folded it as well. Okay. Then
Oh, how did you get the another piece?
Another piece is from the same sheet of paper. I tore it.
Oh,
okay.
Lovely. So that is what we want to come to. Why so many people did not tear it?
We can tear the paper
engineer has come
with
out
our
of
hand
him.
also. We don't need a scissor or anything to tear the paper, right? It can be torn like this.
Can you just reflect for half a second and respond to us that why did you not tear the page? It's a very important question in mathematics.
Tear the page.
Because I needed it for something else.
So you wanted to reserve it. So that's a valid.
That's a very important.
My mother used to say, "Ki don't create clutter in home." So I had this mindset ki if I tear the page, then the room will get cluttered. So it's better not to tear it. Maximum that I can do is fold it, but not to tear it. So does anyone have this kind of apprehension also? Faria is shaking her head like.
Yeah, many people are raising their hands also for
Farisa
that.
also. Yeah.
Anybody else would like to share that why didn't we tear the paper? Any other reason? Can you reflect on any other reason?
Maybe we
Okay.
wanted our tower to be thick. We don't want to make it very slim by tearing the pieces. So
I felt that if I tear the paper, then it will not stand.
Yeah.
I felt if I tear the paper, then it will not stand. That is the reason I did not tear.
But you thought so? Did you try?
Yeah, then
So she's saying that if I will tear.
I tried.
So you
but it-
tried also, but okay. That's a good try. Excellent, Sakina. Very good.
Actually, the rule was so general. Use the paper and the hands only. So it was not specified whether we can split into the pieces. So we will
Yes. Mohammad Rilwanji, you have nailed it. The rules were so open-ended. There was actually not a rule. It was such an open-ended question that a person could do it in multiple ways, actually. Hai na?
And we all are so used to of getting instructions and doing things. So usually in a classroom, what would happen is take a sheet of paper, fold it, tear it, now make a tower from one sheet of paper, now make a tower from another sheet of paper, join the two sheets of paper. This is how a usual classroom would happen, right? While we didn't do that, and that is why we all were, some people were doing it, some people were struggling, but everybody was trying. One thing which was common across was everybody was trying something or the other. And they were trying to think what next. Is it possible? Can we do it?
But there are certain instances also where people do not try or children do not try. And why? So why do children have fear of mathematics is a very important question that we wanted to explore today. That why do children have fear of mathematics? Can you let me know why do children have fear of mathematics?
Don't want to make mistakes.
Don't want to make mistakes. One is a very, very, very important question, and answer is don't want to make a mistake. And the mistakes are easily highlighted by the teacher. 2 + 3 = 4 लिख दिया, If somebody wrote that, it is incorrect. Nah? Nobody can say it is right. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 5, 5. So highlight the mistakes are easily highlighted by the teacher. But if you take an example of history or geography or humanities, for example, teacher would say, okay, you can have also your perspective. You can also have your perspective.
You can write the answer in your own words also from reading from the text. So there are multiple things which a child has the option of doing it on their own also. That's a different issue that usually we write answers for children also and we ask them to mug them up. So that is also there. But yeah, but still there is an option over there. While in maths, that option is not there. So somewhere what we are trying to say is that there is the nature of mathematics is such which inhibits children the fear in them. That is one part of it. The other part which we really heard about was in the starting about somebody was sharing that I myself was not good at maths and neither of my children are good at maths. Somebody just shared before that. This not good at maths, we just saw by research that this is nothing called not good at maths. Everybody is good at maths. Then where is this thing coming from? So the environment which we are creating amongst our children at home, at school, somewhere we ourselves are building that fear in them also. When we say we are not good, I have not been good in maths. I have suffered it through the school. You please study well. Be focused in this subject. These are the lines usually parents use and which the end result is the child himself getting feared. Oh my God, my mother couldn't do, my father couldn't do. Oh, I will also struggle. In spite of the fact the child can explore, there can be a possibility of exploration, but still there is a fear which is inbuilt unconsciously. We don't do it consciously. Unconsciously, these things happen in the environment.
So the basic problem with mathematics is its nature. The nature of mathematics is such that it is a very abstract concept, abstract subject. You can't see a number, you can't feel a number, and there are certain operations that you cannot see it. It is in the mind. You cannot have a tangibility to that thing. And second important thing of this nature is one right answer. As I said, 2 plus 3 cannot be 4. It has to be 5. If you divide 6 by 2, you have to get an answer as 3. You cannot have an answer as 4. So this is one right answer is actually sometimes is very fearful and very scary for a child. If I do not get the right answer, I will get scolded. My marks will be less. That's the important thing.
So how do we change this thing? Because unless and until we change these things, we are not really going to take away the fear from the child. So there are 3 points which needs to be pondered over here. The 2 points which we discussed from the research. First, we have to change the way we view mistakes. We have to allow the child, we have to have that inbuilt scope of asking the child to make mistakes and learning from those mistakes. Second, believe in yourself. Have a growth mindset. Believe in yourself. Ask the child that yes, you can do it. You have made a good effort. Why don't you try another thing? And the third thing is we have to design exploratory and open-ended tasks like the one which we did right now, the paper tower tasks. Now we are going to explore some more tasks, which we will just start doing those tasks with you all. You all will explore the tasks on your own. And then we will at the end discuss how can we design such tasks. We'll come up with some strategies of discussing with you all only together. So together we will discuss some strategies. So first task is,
yeah, so you can see three patterns actually. Case 1, case 2, and case 3. Now you have to see these patterns closely and you have to tell me, how do you see the patterns growing? How do you see the patterns growing? Is there any kind of pattern that you see in the 3 cases that are shown above? Look at it carefully and then respond.
Vertically and horizontally both.
Okay. Anybody else?
Only the bases are added.
2 blocks on each
only
side.
the base
per
is getting
row.
added. Okay.
By odd number, the 2 numbers are increasing in that.
Okay.
In each case.
Okay. Lovely. Anybody else?
Yes, please.
It is growing from the left and right.
Step-by-step growth.
It's a step growth. Okay. Very nice. Anybody else?
Left and
Yes,
right.
please.
Left 2 bars, right 2 bars.
Left 2 bars, right 2 bars. Perfect.
Okay.
Anybody else? Very good.
Yes, I see that case 1 is the main unit, and we increase around it case 2, case 3 to grow around it. But the main unit is case 1, and we add around it the cubes.
Okay, lovely. Is there anyone else? Okay. So we also tried this thing with our students also, and some of the responses that you would like to share with you. So
In this workshop, we got some 6 to 7 responses, and all the 7 responses were different from each other. The first thing which we can see is,
yeah, just a second. Can I? Something has got stuck. Even let me do a stop share. Can you? Yeah. Hello. Can you see the screen?
We can't see the screen.
Can you see the screen?
We can see you only.
Okay. Can you see the raindrop method?
No.
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 Your bandwidth is a bit low, so.
No, I think the screen sharing, I have to do it again. I think so.
screen share
Screen
is
share
Yes.
is off right now.
Yeah, I'll do that. again. Yeah. Can you see it right now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, if you look at this, it's one of the child who said that if you look at the red on the second case, she saw it like a drops of rain falling on the top. And if you look at on
the first case, on each bar, there's some raindrops happening. In the second case, with the red, which we have shown. And on the second case, again, the raindrops are happening, and which are seen as the orange color in the third case. So this is how a child saw it.
Okay.
Growing.
Let us see one more thing. This is a kind of a response which we get from a child is a volcano effect. So if you look at the middle one on the first case, these are highlighted in red. And then if you look at in the second case, there are 3 red squares, and then the volcano eruptions are happening. And then if you look at in the case 3, there are 4, and then the lava is flowing down. The trickling of lava is happening. Okay, so this is how another child saw. And
the last one, which we are showing, is very interesting. This is how a child says that if we take all the pieces, pick them up, in each case, they make a square.
So if you look at this, if you look at the initial problem, this problem, if we put this wala square on
In the
here,
case 1, we had 4 squares. If you join them, we can make a square out of it. In the second case, if you can see, we have 9 squares, which can also be arranged into a square. And in the case 3, we have 16 squares, which can also be arranged into a square. And this is how the child actually tried to arrange it and see it.
But the important question to ponder here is that in a traditional classroom, how will that question be asked by the teacher from a student? The teacher would have asked how many squares would be there in case 100 or case n. It's an algebraic problem also. So for example, if the teacher might have shown this 3 patterns, then the teacher would have asked, you have to tell me that how many square pieces will be there on the 100th pattern or the nth pattern. So the child would have done, okay, on case 1, there are 4 blocks. On case 2, he would have counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he would have devised the formula that for the nth block, it is n plus 1 bracket square. But the child would not have understood the reason why it has come a square on n plus 1. Probably because his mind is working very procedural. His mind is not able to think in terms of visual. And he is not able to explore the multiple ways of looking at the question.
So basically over here, we are not giving the chance to the child to explore himself or herself while in the question which we asked. So we didn't ask, tell us the 100th pattern or the nth pattern. We asked, how do you see the pattern growing? And everybody had an answer to it. It was not that, and I think many people who said that, who are not maths people and who fear maths, they all also gave the answer to this question. Ultimately, we all are trying to devise the answer for that nth or the 100th will come from this only. If you recognize how the pattern is growing, because that is what algebra leads to. But eventually in the classroom, we don't do this.
And what happens here that those students who are not good with abstract or who fear or who are afraid of getting that right answer tend to deviate or tend to move out of the mathematics zone, and they feel that they can't do mathematics. But the problem lies with the question that we asked as a teacher. So let us...
Also, one more thing which I would just like to share here is, often when certain children say that we are not able to, just by looking at the picture, we are not able to find a solution, we say, why don't you cut the pieces, or we give them cut pieces of the cases. So they have squares cut out, they make all the 3 cases, and then they plug and play with them, that how they are happening. And that is also, they find out how the pattern is growing. So they're actually exploring with their own hands and finding out. Okay, so let's go on to the next question.
Can you tell me what is this shape called?
Just the head of a cat laying down on one side.
Head of a cat, yeah. Very nice.
Nice, good observation.
Can someone try?
Quadrilateral.
It's a quadrilateral.
Chat box
Very
when
nice.
multiple people are speaking.
Sorry, what box?
Networks. Multiple people are speaking.
Okay.
Can I make
anyone else?
In mathematics, what is it called?
Hexagon.
Okay. Who is this? Who said hexagon? Okay, Mohammed Shiraz.
Oh.
Lovely. Why did you say it's a hexagon? I could not see it's a hexagon. Why did you say that it's a hexagon?
6 sides are there.
Because...
Huh?
6 sides are there.
6 sides are there. Okay.
Oh.
So, so interestingly, this is how we are taught what an hexagon is.
Now tell me, what is this shape? Everybody would have told, na? This is a hexagon.
If we would have shown this shape to you all, everybody would have said hexagon. But with the previous one, everybody got stuck. Oh, what is this? We haven't named. We never studied the name of this shape.
No.
So there is a...
equal size, right? That's what we thought.
That's what you were taught.
Actually, that's how teachers have taught us. That's a definition of a regular hexagon.
There's something called an irregular hexagon also.
Which is asymmetrical, which could not be like... There are so many shapes in our real world which are not symmetrical. So
usually in the classroom, we are always taught about symmetrical shapes. Irregular shapes, somewhere in the curriculum it comes, but it just touched upon and then we move on. Because most of the questions are not from that shape. The questions are also designed from regular shapes. So if you have to find an area or anything, because there's no formula for this shape, you will not be taught about this. Because we have formulas only for a regular hexagon or a regular rectangle or anything of that sort.
Yeah. So one thing that is coming out of these discussion is that there is a mindset around mathematics, and we need to kind of break these kind of stereotypes or mindsets. But the question have to be open-ended, as what Mohammad Rilwan had said initially, that your question was open-ended for paper cutting. So let's explore another question. Okay. This is a question on notice and wonder. What do you notice on this? What when you see it, and what do you wonder?
Just one line of explanation of notice is when you just what you see, and wonder is any kind of questions or anything which are coming to your mind. That is also wondering. So notice or wonder. Yeah.
Occupies 4 squares.
Pardon?
All the shapes occupy 4 squares.
All the shapes occupy 4 squares. Okay. Anything else?
Yes, there is a parallelogram and triangle.
Okay, you can see a parallelogram and a triangle.
Also square.
Also square.
I am curious about the green shape.
A lost shape angle.
You're curious about the green shape. Okay.
Maybe if you rearrange them, it will form a house.
Okay, if you rearrange, it can form a house. Nice. But when you say, if I, sorry, whosoever said if you rearrange, you can form a house, is this what you're noticing or you're wondering?
I guess that must be wondering.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes, I want to add on to that. Like she was wondering, it's a house with its stairs and possibly a swimming pool because it's green in color.
Okay, interesting. Nice. Anything else about wonder? Is there anybody, because we have had a lot of notices over here, anything which you are wondering seeing this?
It reminds me of game Tetris, and then all 10 things together into one solid shape or not.
You are wondering, can we put them together into a one solid shape or not? Okay. Anybody else wondering anything else? Oh, somebody's made a house also. Yeah. Any other wonder? Okay. So somebody said that somebody is noticing 4 squares in each shape. So can we wonder about this? That why is it that all the shapes have 4 squares? This can also be a wonder, right? So we can wonder about that also, and we can explore that also. So such questions are actually a lot open-ended because we are not really pressurizing the child to come to a solution. But yes, this is the starting of exploring to come to a solution. So these are the questions which we use when we start exploring area problems. So actually, this is something which we all are seeing a question of area over here. So all the shapes have same area. But how is it possible? How do we come to that conclusion? How do we know it? That is what the child explores. So we move on to the next question.
Okay, very interesting. Now you have to tell me.
We all will play a game.
Okay, you have to play a game. Okay. So now you have to give me a total of 13 and you have to start with the digit 6, which is in the center, and you have to move on the lines only. You can't move away from the lines. And then you have to tell me which digits will you add to make it to 13.
6, 4, 3.
6, 4, 3. Okay. Is there any other way? Very nice. Is there any other way? Tell me.
6, 5, 2.
6, 5, 2. Perfect. Is there any other way?
Six, 4, 0, 3.
6, 4, 0, 3. Perfect. 6, 4, 0, 3. Perfect. Is there any other way?
5, 4, 5, 3, 1, 4.
You have to start with 6.
Ah, okay.
6,
The
2,
center
and 5.
6. You have to start with
6, 2,
10. And 5.
6, 4.
6, 2, and 5. Okay.
Perfect. 6, 2, and 5. Perfect. Anybody else?
6, 4, 2, 1.
Perfect. It should be read as 6, 2, 4, 1 because you have to move across.
6, 4, 2, 1 also.
Acha, here, niche.
6, 4, 2, 1 is also.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
6, 4, 2, 1. Perfect. Niche bhi hai. It's on the bottom.
6,
Anybody
2,
else?
0, 6, 2, 0, 4, 1, 0.
620410. Yeah, so it goes
620410. Perfect. 620410. Is there anybody else?
043.
653. 653 is 14, I think.
6.
Not a problem.
0, 1.
You have tried. That's a beautiful thing. You can try it again. Yeah, tell me.
043.
6043. Yeah.
So now the problem that I gave you, you can have so many answers. Okay. And now if I change the total to maybe 15 or 16
or 23 or any other number,
and then you can have multiple responses from the children in your classroom or maybe at home if you're playing with your children. And these kind of open-ended, like the child who said 6, 5 plus 3 is 13. So child is basically also thinking while the child is doing. And then the child can also try it again. So there is a scope that you can correct yourself. You can take care of your mistakes. And when you do a mistake, your brain grows much more. So it's because then you have to find out an error and then correct it.
so often in the village, what we do is we actually make this pattern on the ground, and then children are climbing on them, hopping around, and one child says the number and the other child has to show us how she can work on that path. So that both the children are only playing the game. So it's checking among the children only happening. So that is also one thing, how they themselves are correcting their mistakes or their peers' mistakes.
Yeah. So now you have to bring a A4 paper again. And very interesting activity we have for you guys is you have to make a garland.
We want to honor all of you for coming to this workshop. So we want to make a garland and put it around your neck, not even around your neck. If possible, we need to try so that it passes through your body. The garland should be so long.
So now the game rules are, basically some kind of instructions are that you have to make a garland. You have only a A4 plain paper. You can use a scissor. And when you make a garland, it should pass through your complete body. You can take it from your head and you can take it out from your feet. You have 3 minutes to do it.
For that, again, we need a sheet of paper first.
Don't be time pressurized, actually, because of the paucity of time for this workshop, but at home.
Usually we give a lot of time to children to explore. It's not 3 minutes, but yeah.
But here you have restriction of time. So take out a piece of paper.
Can I use
Take
any
out a
other
piece of
extra
paper.
stationery besides the paper?
Yeah, you can use a marker or a pencil.
You can use a magazine sheet of paper also, but only one sheet of paper.
Can I use an adhesive?
Pardon?
You cannot
No,
use.
you cannot use an adhesive. You can only use a scissor if you want.
And a pencil or a pen.
Or you can tear with your hands also. If you are comfortable doing that, but yeah.
See
So you can use three things.
Somebody's showing something. I can't see who's speaking. Can you just...
Pragna?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pragna.
Yeah.
Show us.
Please show it.
Can you pass through this?
Can you pass this through your whole body?
Whole body, not only in the neck. You have to pass through its whole body.
Very good try. You have done a very good try. Pradnya's garland is at least getting till her neck. Now she has to try how she can pass it through her body.
So it's again an open-ended question. It's again a question where there is no right, no wrong. It's an effort that actually is important.
How to do it so fast, Pradnya? This is going to take some time. How to complete in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Pradnya, would you like to share how you did it so that others will get motivated to do?
I just took a A45 paper. I tore into a pieces.
I'm doing that.
And
Then you have to make a garland.
yeah, I've made like these pieces and I've joined it.
Oh,
Okay.
you joined it together. Okay, okay.
So can you do it without joining in any way also?
Try that. You don't have to join it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a.
Can we try without joining in any way?
Yes.
Farisa, we can't hear you.
Farisa, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Farisa, we can't hear you. Do it again. Do unmute again. Now start speaking. No.
No.
Check your computer settings. Probably there is some problem. Can you listen to Farisa?
No, I can't.
Oh, she also can't. Yeah.
I think
No, you're.
join in again, Farisa.
Farisa, you just exit the meeting and join back again. That will help you.
Oh, the meeting won't stop. This is not your idea.
Okay. Not a problem.
Anybody else trying something? Can you share what you're trying? Can you show us where you have reached?
Yes, Mohammed Shiraz.
Okay.
Where's the garland?
Oh, he's cutting around, I think. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Sakina has made something.
Sakina, can you show it?
Can you just wear it and show? We can't see how.
Still, I'm working on it, not completed.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Five minutes. 50 minutes.
We can use glue.
No.
Yes,
Can
somebody.
Can you hear me?
Who's? Yeah, Amrit, please tell me.
Yeah, I
No,
made
my
this
garland is ready.
all through the. But
Like
do you
this.
have to make it complete or what?
Yes, here is
Yeah,
my
you have
garland.
to. Yeah, you have to.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are. You have to. Your body has to completely pass
through it.
Yes, I can.
How is this one?
This is big enough. I can completely pass through it.
Who's
without
speaking?
speak
Sorry. Can we all speak one by one?
Yeah, Farisa, first you tell us. Yeah. Can you show us your
Okay, I
garland?
have cut the garland in such a way from the sides that it has to be
Okay.
thin, and then it's big enough for me to pass in. It's like a big enough as a hula hoop. I can just pass in through it completely. My body can, but you cut it in a way, in a very delicate way through the sides to make it this big.
So did you join it somewhere?
Yes, in the beginning, yes, I did. At the end and the beginning, I had to join that. There is a joint in between, but otherwise, I just cut it through the sides.
Through the sides.
Okay, lovely. Well tried.
Very good. Good effort. Very good effort. Yeah, somebody else was also showing. Can you just name, please, say or tell your name, please? We can't.
Rilwan.
Muhammad Rilwan.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Please show us.
See, actually, what
Yes.
I have done is I just took cut the middle part, so it's not joined from anywhere. So it's the full paper as it is. Only the middle part was taken out.
But can you pass through your complete body?
Complete.
Yours.
Your body.
Sir, yours. It is for educators. This workshop is designed only for educators and adults.
I did.
No, it's not going in. So
It's not going in.
Mohammed Shiraz has also done something.
Muhammad Shiraz,
Yes.
can you pass through it?
Yes, yes.
And how did you do it? Can you explain how did you do it?
Yeah. I cut it like this into pieces. One side fully you cut. From the other side, half. I cannot explain how I did it. Like this, pieces, you cut it from top and bottom.
Oh.
Okay. So your garland is not cut from anywhere. You didn't join it from anywhere, right?
No. First happened. First, I took one A4 paper, tried to cut it circularly. It did not work out. So
okay.
What we did was we cut like this, like this.
And please,
Yeah,
Sakina ji.
Sakina, yes.
Yeah, I can pass through over my body, but yes, I have did a joint.
Okay.
You did a joint at one place.
No problem. Well tried.
Very good. Well
tried.
Into these strips, long strips, and then I folded it and I joined. So it became like a hula hoop only.
Okay.
Mohammad Rilwan ji, how much time is left?
1 second. We have we reached 50 minutes, so we have 10 minutes to go.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. So we'll just.
So you all can carry on your exploration with the paper and the garland, and I think we should stop on that note. And I think Mohammed Shiraz actually had actually done the way we were about to tell you. If you all want to hear from him, or we can also explain the same thing. So we'll show you the picture, then you will understand what he was trying to explain. So this is, if we fold the paper into half, and make such lines on the paper, and if you cut those lines, and from the closed end, you cut the closed end also one side. So I can show you, I have some pieces of it in such a way. So this is how I made the lines on the paper after folding. And then if I cut through these lines, it somehow comes in a manner like this. But it's still not, it still doesn't opens unless and until I actually cut this part, which is the closed end. So I cut through the whole of the closed end. Then it comes like a full garland, which I can actually pass through completely. And I don't have to join it from anywhere.
Well done. All of you guys.
Yeah, and you all did a very good effort, and all of you actually tried a lot, and many of you actually could pass through your paper.
Very nice. Excellent.
So a simple...
But can you tell me what is the mathematics behind it?
Trying and not...
Trying though is a very good notion that we should not stop trying. But is there a mathematics, like Mohammed Rilwan said that he took out the center section out, and on the periphery only he put it as a garland, and then his body could not pass through. While Mohammed Shiraz, what he did is put this cut, and then his whole body could pass through. So what is he doing? What is the difference between Mohammed Rilwan's style and Mohammed Shiraz's style?
What maths concept?
Possibly a permutation combination.
Okay.
Calculating the size and then understanding the circumference to...
Very good. Lovely. Anybody else? So look, the paper has a certain length and a breadth. Okay. It has a length and a breadth. And if you look at the complete paper, it has area. Hai na? So this paper has 30 centimeter by 27 centimeters. It has certain area. Now, if you have to use this area as perimeter,
if we convert the whole area as the perimeter or the circumference, as somebody said, then only we will get a long enough garland through which we can pass through.
Yeah.
While if what Mr. Rilwan did, he actually tore this part out and then we were only using the sides of the paper. The rest of the paper was getting wasted. While in the other style, what we did was we actually used that part of the paper also into the perimeter.
Now, if you look at the traditional classroom, the formulas that would have been taught is area is equal to length into breadth, perimeter is equal to twice of length plus breadth. Now, with this notion, some of the children may not understand the abstract nature of mathematics, but these kind of activities probably the children could explore, and then they can understand the nuances a little later also. So this is how an open-ended question, a mathematics classroom should be designed, that more participation, more number of children can participate. Okay.
So rather than telling the formulas and the methods first and then giving the children to do some questions, we should reverse the things. We should actually make them do certain things, play and explore certain things, and then let them derive their own methods out of it. Then it is something which they will not fear of, they will not have fear of, and they will want to do it more.
So some of the ways that you can build excitement in mathematics, that is what we have like trying on, working on in the last 8 years with our work with rural kids, with government school children. And some of the features that we have been able to develop in the math classroom is encourage multiple methods, which means that the child should be able to do it from multiple ways rather than not from a single way. Inquiry driven, the child should be able to inquire what is the question, where are we heading, rather than just moving into the straight jacketed answer.
Children should derive the method. So as I said, the children should be allowed to explore the method themselves rather than we telling them the method to do. Then we should have always add a visual component to it. Like we did in the first question of the cases, case 1, case 2, case 3, the pattern growing. In the pattern growing, basically, there was a visual element, so children actually made stories out of it. The raindrops happening, volcano bursting. So those were, the children were visually seeing that particular maths problem. Next is make it low floor and high ceiling. Low floor, high ceiling. This is very important feature, which we all should definitely consider in our classrooms specifically, is all the activities and tasks should be designed in a way that all children across the class should be able to do it, but it should be challenging enough also that the children want to be at the task and not just leave it. So it should be for all the children. So like the task which we designed today for you all also, everybody was able to try it, but yeah, some actually got multiple methods, they got a reasoning, some were still trying, but everybody was engrossed in the task of trying those things. Last is to convince or to reason. So like at after every task, we used to ask you all that, can you tell how you did it? Can you tell me how that happened? Did you join it? How did you join it? So those were questions which we were trying to probe you to come to explore your own thinking, that how did you get it? We were trying to make you derive your own method through those things.
So final thing that you want to close with is a story of a great person. His name is Eric Demon, and he never went to a school. He is a homeschooler, and at the age of 20, he joined as a professor in MIT.
He at the age of 12 actually started going to college, and at 14 he actually graduated from MIT, and now he's a professor over there. The only thing which he does is his PhD thesis is around how with a sheet of paper you can explore maths.
Yeah. So last thing that we want to actually take you through is, can you cut with a single cut, with a single Caesar cut, any alphabet from A to Z? So we will take you through how T is done.
So because our organization name is Swatantra Talim, so we are really glued on to the word Talim. So we will show you, this is the letter T, which I have drawn over here. If you all can see.
Alphabet T.
Alphabet T. And so because of the paucity of time, I've already folded the paper. You all can try on your own. So I've already folded the paper, and I'll show you, I'll just do a single cut. So if right now I have to cut this, what I will do, I will cut from here, here, then here, and then here, right? So these are many times I am cutting it. While I have folded the paper in such a way that I will only cut once and this T will come out. So this is how I folded the paper. And now I will just cut it in front of you all. So this, I'm just making one cut. So I've not at all cut any other way, only one cut is there. And now I will open it. Let's see, do we get the T? So we have got the T. And the same way, you can get all the alphabets from A to Z. The only thing you need to remember is all the alphabets need to be made with straight lines. So there should not be any curves, only straight lines. And you can cut any alphabet. You can try with your name alphabets. The first alphabet of your name, you all can try later on.
Thank you so much. If there is time, we can take some questions.
Yeah.
And that's it from our side.
Mr. Rilwan, how much time do we have? Do we have time for questions?
2-3 minutes.
Yeah, we do have, we have a 10 minutes grace period, so we can go ahead with a few questions.
Okay.
So if anybody has any questions.
Hello, ma'am. Can you show us how did you fold the paper, please?
Who is speaking? Sorry, I can't.
I'm Toastmaster Jumana speaking. I wanted to know, can you show us how you folded the paper, please?
Okay.
I can definitely show you, but it would be good if you explore it on your own. I've just folded the paper, done nothing else. It would be good if you explore it on your own. Sorry?
So that we can try with other alphabets. We can try with other alphabets if you show us just one alphabet.
Okay, fine.
Okay, we'll tell you. That's not a problem.
So actually, rather than me telling you the whole thing, you can actually, this is my cut alphabet, if you can see. So if you see how, what, you all can tell me what I actually did with the alphabet. If you can, if we can pin the screen, it'll be good actually.
You're right, a T. You make a T.
No? Okay.
We
Okay,
can
fine.
stop sharing.
Yeah, so this is, I folded it from here. So if I'm folding it from here, what am I doing? From here and then here. Can anyone tell me what am I doing? I folded first like something like this. Then I folded something like this. And then this and this. What am I doing? Can somebody
Copy.
tell me?
You're folding it in the middle? In the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I fold in the middle, what happens? What happens to the T? If I fold in the middle, what happens to the T?
The extra part, the mark,
if this is the thing, I fold it in the middle, what happens? What happens on both the sides of the T?
we get a border. We get a border where to be cut.
Also, what I'm doing is the main thing of this whole activity is I don't want to actually give that answer, but it's okay. I think give paucity of time. I'm actually trying to overlap all the lines. I'm trying to overlap all the lines. See, both these lines are overlapped. Now there's a third line, which if I also fold it in such a way that this line comes over this line. So this line is also now overlapped. Right? So now if I do one cut, all lines will come out. So the purpose of this is in all the alphabets, you have to overlap all the lines.
But
Then
for
only
S,
you can do one cut.
For S, am I able to cut for S because it is a curved lines? For S,
I said that that's why I said you have to draw all the alphabets with lines.
So S, you have to draw like that.
Like a 5 kind of a thing.
Yeah, you have to draw in a straight line.
The digits kind
you
of a thing.
You cannot have a curve like a U or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Like that for numbers also we can do.
Yes, definitely. With numbers, with in fact shapes, you can drive a triangle, taking out a triangle from the middle of a paper. So make a triangle over here. So like you can actually make a triangle in the middle of the paper and we can actually fold it and take it out with just one cut.
Thank you so much for this, great trick. Really thankful for this trick. Because
Thank
as a
you.
primary teacher, I always look out for the outlines of the alphabets and numbers to teach my kids. So always I
Okay.
look out for the borders and all. So I work very hard in cutting and shaping and all. So this is a very, good and easy trick for me to use for my primary kids
Okay.
border.
Thank you.
Thank you. Definitely try and send us some pictures. We would be happy to see that. Thank you.
Okay, the red light is zooming from the background of Mr. Mohammad Rilwan. And is there any bubbling question, or we can
We
just...
can stop here then. That's it. So over to Faria. We are over with the session.
Thank you so much, Rahul and Riddhi. It was extremely enlightening, and our brains were churning. All the cogs are now that were rusted are moving at least in some direction to think of ways, how to simplify things that we have overcomplicated over a period of time. So thank you so much for this lovely session. And I thank all of you who have attended the meeting right now. And I request all of you to stay behind. We are now heading on to a very interesting session for the meeting, and that is table topics, wherein we are asking you all to have an impromptu speaking. And so before that, we have left a feedback form on the chat. I would request everyone to fill in your feedbacks in the Google form that we have sent in the chat box. Kindly do that. And now I'd like to request the table topic master for the day to take over the stage, Toastmaster Sakina. Everyone, please welcome Toastmaster Sakina on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Thank you, Faria. Toastmaster Faria. Okay. Good afternoon once again to everyone. Before we start, I would like to give you a short introduction about this session. Am I audible?
Yes.
Table topic session is a fun-filled session where we get opportunity to improve our impromptu speaking skills. Here, speaker will be given any topic to speak impromptu in 1 or 2 minutes. Where for 1 minute, green card will be shown. For 1.5 minutes, yellow card will be shown. And finally, for 2 minutes, red card will be shown with the grace period of 30 seconds. So let's get started. I know everybody's excited, but before that, I would request you all to please change your device name with your favorite color name.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sakina. Just a second. Can I request everyone to please on their cameras and we can have a group photo before we start with the table topics, please? Just a request. Can I request all the guests and all the participants to please open their cameras and we can have a group photo? I'm sorry to interrupt. Who is clicking the picture? Okay, perfect.
I did.
All right, thank you so much. We can continue now.
Okay, so can you all please change your device name with your favorite color name? Any primary color like red, blue, green, yellow, purple, orange. Please. Okay. I have seen Alan sir is showing blue color. Faria, please do not keep same colors.
Yeah, I'll change it.
Then it will be difficult for me to pick. Everybody is showing blue. Mr. Please, Rilwan, change with pink or red. Riddhi ma'am, Rahul sir, please change your device name with the color name. Aparna, please. Okay. Toastmaster Farisa, okay, yellow. Great. Okay, others, please. I cannot view. See, if I am not seeing you changing the device name with the color name, then I will pick according to your dress costume color. Is it fine? Okay. Can you all please switch on your camera? Okay, so I'll start now. I'm going to spin this wheel, and any color will be shown with the pointer. That color will be chosen, or I should say selected, for the impromptu speaker. So are you all ready? Hope everybody is excited for this session. So let's get started. Red. Who is having the red color?
I do have a red color.
Which one?
Khalid Abdullah.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Khalid. Okay, so here is your topic. When was the last time you tried something new? And what was it? I repeat, when was the last time you tried something new? And what was it? Over to you. Kindly pin the timer so that you can able to keep the track of time.
I'm locating the timer. Timer. Can the
Timer is
timer
also
just...
recording himself. Timer, please open your mic.
Can the timer just say a few words? I can pin him or her.
Yeah, Muhammad Rilwan. I changed my name to timer now, so because
Okay.
I
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Table Topic Masters, for the great question. When was the last time that I tried something new? It was really last week when I attended 3 meetings at the same time. Now that's the thing that we have currently during such pandemic, and with this virtual platform that we have all around us, which is enriching our experience. Yes, we, from the comfort of our own places, we can connect all around the world. So, and as a club growth director, I always try to support all of the clubs. So last week, in fact, I had 3 meetings at the same time. So I connected from Teams and Zoom from my laptop, and then the other also from my mobile. I connected also to the third one. And wow, that was really an experience to remember. I was not really able to focus on who would be saying what next. So I thought, well, quality over quantity. So that's why I just had to log off from 2 of the devices. And this is exactly what we need to remember. Yes, sometimes we have so many things happening all around us, which maybe not keep us focused on one thing, but let's always remember that quality is always over quantity. You can always try something new whenever you have chance, but always remember also to come out with the learning out of that experience and reflect back on that. Is it the right thing or is it not? So this is really my last experience, and I'm really proud that I came out of learning out of that experience. So over to you, Tabletop Master.
That's really a very great message today. We should always try something new. Thank you so much. Next, we'll start. Purple. I think yours camera is off. May I know who is this person with a purple color selection?
Yeah. This is Shabna.
Okay, can you please switch on your camera, ma'am?
Is it okay if I don't?
Fine, no issues. Okay, fine. I'll show you your topic.
Yeah.
When you turn 80 years old, what will matter to you the most? I repeat, when you turn 80 years old, what will matter to you the most? Over to you, ma'am.
Okay. When I turn 80 years old, okay, what matters to me? Okay. I would love to be an independent woman. I don't want to be dependent on anyone else. Not in, financial or, when you turn 80 years old, you will look forward for, a support. I love to have a support, like, as a family, everything in all the way, I would love to have a support. But, along with that, I would love to be an independent woman. That will be something which I look forward when I turn 80 years old. And I think not only for me, for everyone, it should be a a main thing. They should think about it. You shouldn't be dependent on anyone. Yeah, that's it.
That's correct. Thank you so much for participating, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We'll move on for the next topic. White. Is anybody has their favorite color white? No one? Okay, voluntarily anyone wants to pick this color? Anybody voluntarily? Or I should change the color?
I think you can pick someone.
I'll pick someone. I'll pick Aparna. Aparna, why don't you try? Try, give it a try. Give it a try. Believe me, the topics are very easy. Okay? So white. Interpret the quote. The time to repair the roof is when the sun shines. It's a quote, just have to explain. Like when we say no, make hay during sun shines. It's like that.
After looking at the question, does anybody want to volunteer and answer that? We have many guests with us. Nigar Iqbal, do you want to give it a try?
Okay, Alan sir wants to try.
Yeah, sure. But my color hasn't come up, right? If
This
no one
color
is there,
is
then I
not
can
in
try.
the spinning wheel. This color is not in the spinning wheel. You're very smart.
All right. So what is the question?
Interpret the quote. The time to repair the roof is when the sun shines.
Okay. All right.
Over to you.
Thank you. Table topics master, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. We all have situations where we feel like now is not the right time. We tend to do things and we think, am I in the right track? Do you think that if I were to do this, it would be the right time? Sometimes we may never know when the time is. Sometimes when the roof is leaking and there's water all over the floor, we try to repair the roof at that time. But it may not go well as planned. But when the situation is right, when the sun is shining bright, when maybe the tools are cheaper in the market, when there's a sale going on, and when you have experienced friends who can repair roofs are available, then you can bring all of them together to repair the roof. Similarly, in life, we may come across situations which may be a little hard to go forward. So that time, we find the right resources, we find the right time. And if we don't find the right time, we can make sure that the situation is right and try to make sure that we are able to. Sorry, my timer is gone when I got full screen. Is the timer there? Yes. And we have to make sure that the situation is right so that we can repair the roof, just like how we can repair a lot of things in our life to make things much better. With that, back to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much, Alan, sir, for taking up an opportunity and explaining this very nicely. Okay, so moving on to the next.
I'm sorry, interrupting again. I think we're running out of time here. So, timer, do we have time for another table topic or should we end?
We can take one more and with that we can conclude because we are running out of
Farisa,
time.
you are yellow color. It is your color.
Very smart answer.
Okay, so
if you had to teach something, what would you teach? I repeat, if you had to teach something, what would you teach? Over to you, Toastmaster Farisa.
A very good afternoon to one and all once again. If I had to teach something, what would that be? Well, I am a teacher and I am teaching every day, but different things to different people. I think as a teacher, my thought for the day or for the month, or so you can say, is that you have to come out of your comfort zone in order to learn something new. Being in your comfort zone, you will not always learn something and grow with it. You will learn at every step of your life, but then at some point of time you have to step out of your comfort zone and do something that makes you a little uncomfortable, gets you a little anxious or overwhelmed, and that's when you will learn that you can, push yourself to do greater things. If you just limit yourself and keep self doubting that I'm not sure, like our trainers mentioned today, your mind is not going to glow if you keep self doubting yourself. You have to get confident. You have to give yourself that courage and push yourself a step ahead, a little out of your comfort zone. Take the risk, leap of faith, and try something new that is really going to help you learn and grow at the same time. So this is the thought that I want everyone to learn, keep in mind, and take with them today. Come out of your comfort zone and let your mind glow. Do not self-doubt yourself and keep learning. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Farisa, for giving up such a nice message. So now moving on, timer, can we continue with one more question?
No, I think it's time to wind up. It's already 12:50.
Okay, so I would like to thank you all the participants and all the guests for participating and listening to the good messages and making the session fun-filled. Over to you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Farisa.
Arya.
Sorry, Faria.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sakina, for such a lovely table topic session. Moderator, can we have, President, do we need voting?
Can we have the poll for the speakers?
Who is the first speaker? I think
Khalid Abdullah, Shabna, Alan, Fariza.
Okay, moderator, are we launching the poll now? Yes. So as the poll is being launched, I would like to thank each and everyone present here who have stayed with us till the end. Thank you for participating as well in the table topic session. And I hope you all got the feedback forms that were sent in the chat box. Kindly do fill in your feedbacks and you can now rename yourselves as well. And you can see on screen, we have started the voting process. Please cast in your votes for the best table topics speaker. Still a few left. All those who are pending, kindly do cast in your votes. We'll end the vote.
Yes. Vote will end in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Poll ended.
All right. Thank you so much, moderator. And with this, I would like to hand back the stage to the president of SIMS Toastmasters, Toastmaster Farisa.
Thank you, Toastmaster Faria. And thank you everyone for being so patient and waiting till the end. I would like to get a little feedback from all the guests that we have today. Can we start with Sidra Ihab? Okay, I think no, they're not there. Selena Darwesh. Or there is somebody still named Purple. Can you rename yourself? Adnan Sawafi or Nigar Iqbal. Aparna, do you want to give us your feedback? Rashid Hussain.
Hi.
Hello. So good to hear
Yeah.
your voice.
So yes, it was a very informative session. It was quite fun. I had a very gala time listening to all of this, though I was not a participant of it. I was working on the other side of my desk. But yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Oh, thank you so much for your feedback.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself? How did you come to know about today's open house?
Well, I came to it know it through Faria. She sent me the link with the WhatsApp.
All right, great. Don't forget to leave your feedback in the link that's there in the chat box so that we can get back to you. And anybody else who wants to give us your feedback? Aparna not responding. Adnan. Okay. Aparna, do you want to give us your feedback? You're mute.
muted. Yeah.
Can you
You're
unmute
muted.
yourself?
Yeah, hi. Today's session was really very interesting and very informative, especially Rahul and Riddhi. This session was really very interesting today and got to learn many things from them. And even the table topics was quite interesting, although I know I didn't participate. But yes, I mean, it was really very good. A lovely session.
Thank you so much. I hope you can join us for more other meetings until
Yeah.
you get the courage to participate.
Yeah, sure. I know. I need the courage to participate. That's the main thing. I need
No
the
worries, you'll
motivation.
get that,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah, do you want to give your feedback? We'd love to hear from you.
Well, where should I start? Honestly, I was so attached to the event that I could not even hit the leave button. I was about to leave, but then I said, no, let me just stick for longer. So that's how you kept me really attracted. And I'm sure all of the guests, whoever stayed until now, they felt the same way as I did. So hats off, kudos to all the members, SIMS members, and this is exactly what we need to do: determination, passion, and creativity. So you had all three together in one dish, serving a beautiful lunch for all of us today. Thank you so much, members of SIMS. Over to you, madam.
Thank you so much for those encouraging words. DTM Allen, do you want to give us your feedback for today's open house?
Yes, sure. A big thank you to Rahul and Riddhi Agrawal for that wonderful session. I am a person who had to forcefully take maths. I was not interested in it. I had to take maths because I was passionate about programming, and in programming you need maths. So all throughout engineering and all, maths was just like in there, But then at work, when I come across work, you find programming a lot of challenges, a lot of puzzles. Every day at work, it's all about solving and bringing up a lot of solutions, right? So I used to think back to a time like, what if in school I had more interest to learn maths? So this is a great workshop that you did, because I wish I had seen it when I was in school, and I believe the parents here felt the same way, thanks to whatever tricks that you had given us, because that would really inspire us and get us more motivated to take up maths, because whatever profession you are in, maths is very important. And I believe workshops like this would really trigger the enthusiasm with everyone. So thanks a lot for that. And thank you, SIMS, for organizing this wonderful workshop. And looking forward to a lot many more. Thank you, President. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I think, like always, I always feel whenever we join a meeting, a Toastmasters meeting, there's always something that we take back with interact with us. And from today's workshop, thanks to our lovely and amazing trainers, I think the message I take back is it's not just from the books that you're teaching, it's how you frame your questions and how exactly you interact with your kids is going to change the mindset. So as teachers, this is definitely something that we would love to use. And even as educators, we want to take this back. So thank you so much. With this, I would really like to appreciate our trainers to take their time out from their busy schedule and be a part of our workshop today, and enlightening us with so much fun and enriching us with all this information that we've got today. For that, I would really like to felicitate our trainers today for oops, my it's hanged. I'd really like to appreciate and facilitate our trainers today, Mr. Rahul and Mrs. Riddhi Agarwal. Thank you so much for being a part
Thank you.
of our
Thank you.
workshop.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, and I look forward, and we both look forward for many such exciting workshop sessions, probably also learning from you guys. Maybe one of the sessions you would like to, and we also get to hear this public speaking and leadership, and probably get to interact with many more members in the near future. So we had a amazing time with you all, and we look forward for many such sessions like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much once again. And now, last but not the least, we have our winners from the table topic session. That is, do you have any guesses? We did not have many participants, but still, if we want to have a guess at it. We have 3 winners today from our table topics. We're giving out 3 winners, the first, second, and third. It's not like an order, but it's just a random, not that you do it really well, but it's an appreciation for all the ones who've participated. And with that, the winner for today's table topic is Toastmaster DTM Allen. Congratulations. And our second place, our guest who participated, thank you so much, Shabna. I'm sorry, if I got your name right. I think I have. Congratulations, and thank you for being a part of our open house today. And last but not the least, myself. An applause for myself for being such a lovely participant for the table topic. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of our open house today and making this so successful, and all the fun that we had today. I hope to see you all again for our more meetings. We'll definitely get in touch with you all. And thank you so much. And with this, I'd like to adjourn today's meeting.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you.
Bye. Have a good day. Good afternoon.
Have a
Bye.
good day.
Wonderful, everyone. Good afternoon. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.